Hey everybody, this is Dean FM. Today I wanted to do a reaction to LGBTQIA plus TikTok compilation because you are gorgeous. And this is by Alex the Gender. Please check out my stuff, my Instagram, Facebook, and my new album on iTunes Music and all platforms. Okay, let's go.
Back to my kid, I would rather have her change her pronouns 1,000 times than have to write her obituary. I wish that
I would rather her change her pronouns 1,000 times than have to write her obituary. Fuck.
I'd rather have to change her pronouns 1,000 times or write her obituary. Let me see.
I would rather have her change her pronouns 1,000 times than have to write her obituary. I wish that.
Okay, yeah. If this person is challenging what this woman had said, I think that that's an average statement. I think I understand why that would be a little insensitive, but I don't think we should cancel somebody for that, if that's what's going on here. I'm not exactly sure. I understand the stereotype of non-binary people changing their gender pronouns millions of times is kind of a thing, but it's not true. I don't know.
In 1992, the U.S. Navy discovered the sound of a solitary whale, singing at a frequency no other whale could understand. There's a documentary about her titled The Loneliest Whale. After I realized I was asexual, it took me 3 years to overcome the shame enough to put it in my Tinder bio. When I did, I thought my voice would resound through the ocean to reach the waiting ears of someone finally like me. Instead, I wake up at 8:30 a.m. to a dick pic. They named her 52 Hertz. After the number of sound waves her song sends through the water. 12 more waves each second than any other whale in the ocean. Being asexual in a world that equates love with sex feels a little like being an untranslatable sound. The most well-meaning people tell me we can wait until I'm ready, and they don't mean it as a threat, just an inevitability. But it feels like the same thing, which is to say 52 Hertz and I might spend our whole lives singing into the vastness of the ocean without ever hearing our love echoed back to us. By the 1960s, nearly all the large whales had been hunted into extinction. One man is so sure he can seduce the asexuality right out of me that he strips down naked so I know what I'm missing. In 1970, a record of whale sounds went multi-platinum. The hunting only stopped when people learned they could sing. I'm sure if I could explain it right, they'd understand, but no matter how hard I try, nobody seems to be listening. There must be others who love the way I do, but the ocean is so vast. 52 Hertz has been singing into the silence for 30 years without ever hearing an answer. In the 4 years since I realized I was asexual, I've only ever met one other person like me. I'm terrified 52 Hertz and I will both die alone and unsung. I fall in love so hard my chest hurts. So hard it feels like drowning. I fall in love with the way her smile points a little higher on the right side of her mouth than on the left. How she smiles at the quietest person in the room so they know someone's listening, how she's witty without ever being cruel, how she's always the last person to sleep on a night out because she needs to make sure that everyone made it to bed safe. She takes me to the swing sets when we're the last to awake, and it makes me remember that stars exist.
Wow. Okay, let me just pause it there because I'm not sure how long this goes, but she's doing like a slam poetry, or not a slam poetry, I guess, a spoken word poetry style performance. I think what she's talking about in terms of the metaphor with the whales, obviously whales are very amazing. You know, I used to have an album of whale sounds that I would listen to all the time as a kid that would actually relax me. And yeah, I 100% agree that whale sounds are beautiful and they are amazing creatures. And, you know, just preach, girl.
She writes me notes on the torn corners of binder paper and I save every single one. And I still imagine kissing her and falling asleep next to her and waking her up with a cup of Earl Grey in the morning. Just that sex isn't a part of it. If you love someone so well but they can't hear it, does it still count?
Yes!
52 Hertz has been singing into the silence for 30 years. If I love without the expectation of a return, is it still real love? She has been singing for 30 years, unrequited. Do I need an echo for my love to be worth something? Unrequited and singing, all the same.
The fuck? And also, may I just say, relationship goals. Why?
He took his shirt off and I went, like I actually had, like my body had a reaction with those tattoos.
I don't need to know about that. You keep that to yourself.
No, that's not true. That's not true. People in different circles have different ways of speaking with each other, and I've heard many a conversation that goes way too deep, way too explicit. I don't think that necessarily like lesbians and gays are like, don't tell me that, cooties. No. What? Conservatives when I find out male seahorses get pregnant. Please! Seahorses, those are them freaks. Sea-hoes. Yeah.
Inspired by Pride Flag, December's not June, but I don't care because Pride is all year round and I can do what I want. MLM edition. That's right, multi-level marketing, that's what it stands for. That's a joke, by the way. Yeah, I'm not rushing my looks, y'all. Someone commented, are you done making Pride looks? 2 days after I haven't made one. Have we forgotten what patience was? Anyways, lesbians, you add your sunset. Bisexuals got space.
Ooh!
I will give these MLMs the ocean. And we're also gonna use About Face's matte fluid eye paints.
I'm gonna
First,
try
I'm gonna do
this.
these, like, wavy eyes. I've never done this shape, but I also love it. I was winging it. Literally winging it. I'm using their detailed brushes too.
I don't
to
brag.
pop that color on. They also have a fractal eye paint. I used it for the first time. Since when was it this glittery? Why did no one tell me? So I blend 2 shades of blue on top, and then I outline it in white. And a little tip,
That's
if
so
you actually use a
cool.
longer brush, it
I
will
love
be
that.
more smooth. Because the smaller the paintbrush, the more shaky and close you have to move your hand to your eye. I've always used these for my creative looks because they don't move. When they set, mama. So I'm trying to do this seafoam texture.
Those
I don't know what
rings,
seafoam
girl,
looks like. I haven't
come
seen
on.
the ocean in so long. Just don't blend it too much. You want to have texture on there. So just layer the colors from darkest to lightest and make the seafoam itself, not like how we did the clouds, a little more messy. They're called paints for a reason. They literally act like paint. And I like art, so it works in my favor. Anyways, let me know what look you want me to do next. Obviously, I'm gonna take my time with these. Do not rush me, or I'll never do them again. You hear me? Alright, love you. XOXO, kisses, bye.
You look like money.
I didn't think anyone noticed me.
Oh, that's so nice. I love when people really appreciate you at work and love the employees. The regulars were always so nice when I used to work at the country store. Very hometown, community, business situation, which is unfortunately not quite the same right now, but hopefully it may get there again. Okay. Oh. That's dark. That's dark. That's the name of the game. You gotta laugh your way through life sometimes, I feel. Sometimes I feel like you gotta dance your way through life too. Well, I got my percussion. That's why I don't fucks with the melodies, with the sad sounds in my music. And I actually get more emotionally triggered than other people do. But yeah, sometimes you gotta laugh it out. My therapist a long time ago had told me a strategy in which laughing is actually so important that he was like, force yourself to laugh. Start laughing out of nowhere. I'm not gonna do it. You gotta get into it.
Hey guys, I'm Kat, and my pronouns are they, them, and theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yas, queen! Guys, she is so brave.
Yeah. Mm. Hey, yeah, why not? Why not?
A grown man harassed a 9-year-old girl at a track meet because he thought she was trans. Yeah, on June 8th, a 4th grader attended a track meet at a school in Canada. As she went onto the field to compete in a shot put event, a 67-year-old Joseph Tesfaw stopped to meet her and accused her of being transgender. You hear that for the people in the back? Individuals get the weaponized paranoia around trans identity and then violate children under the guise of paranoia of being trans. Now, the irony of accusing people of, rooming with a G on kids, just to turn around and violate the bodies of kids because you think they trans? This child is walking onto the field, and then this grown man insists that the girl was either a boy or trans and should be disqualified, got yelled at and told the girl to get off the field, you boy, and then said this event is for real girls. Whole time, she's a cisgender girl and not trans. Come on, man.
Even if it was a boy that identified as a girl or however you want to look at it, there's no issue with that either. It doesn't matter if it's really a cisgender person. That's my opinion. It's become a witch hunt. It's definitely become a witch hunt. Conservatives want to say they don't understand, they don't get it. They sure the fuck think a lot about it. Let's put it that way. They sure the fuck don't know a lot about it, but they sure the fuck think a lot about it. They do. That isn't the first time that's happened. When I was very, very young, being a boy that was trying to get into the restroom as a child with long hair, and some lunatic came up and started talking about, you can't be in here because you a girl. I left. I wasn't able to use the bathroom because I was going to get yelled at otherwise by this fucking asshole. People are just rude. So rude for no reason and for the stupidest reasons.
Dear straight people, who do you think you are? You have to make it so obvious that I make you uncomfortable. Why do I make you uncomfortable? Do you know that makes me uncomfortable? Now we both uncomfortable. Dear straight people, you're the reason we stay in the closet. You're the reason we even have a closet. I don't like closets, but you made the living room an unshared space and I'm feeling like a guest in my own house. Dear straight people, sexuality and gender, two different things, combined in many different ways. If you mismatch your socks, you understand. Dear hip-hop, why are you fascinated with discovering gay rappers? Gay people rap, just like gay people ride bikes and eat soul food. Dear straight people, I don't think God is a sexual orientation, but if she were straight, she'd be a dope ally. Why else would she invent rainbows? Dear straight women, I mean, straight women. Leave me the fuck alone. Dear straight men, if I'm flirting with you, it's because I think it's funny. Just laugh. Dear straight people, I'm tired of proving that my love is authentic, so I'm calling for reparations on your ass. When did you realize you were straight? Who taught you? Did it happen because your parents are divorced? Did it happen because your parents are not divorced? Did it happen because you sniffed too much glue in 5th grade? Dear straight people, why do I have to prove my love is authentic? Why do I have to prove my love is authentic? Why do I have to prove my love is authentic? Why do you have to stare at me when I'm holding my girlfriend's hand like I'm about to rob you? Dear straight people, you make me want to fucking rob you. Dear straight allies, thank you. More, please. Dear straight bullies, you're right. We don't have the same values. You kill everything that's different, I preserve it. Tell me, what happened to Jose Mercado, Zakiya Gunn, Lawrence King? What happened to the souls alienated in between too many high school walls, who plan the angles of their deaths in math class, who imagine their funerals as ticker tape parades, who thought the afterlife was more like an after party? Did you notice that hate is alive and well in too many lunchrooms, taught in the silence of too many teachers, passed down like secondhand clothing from too many parents? Dear queer young girl.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that these things need to be said at all. It really is. I think that this is more so a poetry compilation, and I love that too. I really want to start doing some spoken word poetry. I think it's an amazing art form. I think it's really unique how people can get up there and kind of just go and just talk. And it's also like a performance. It's an acting piece. It's an amazing thing, like many art forms, and every art form is.
I see you. You don't want them to see you, so you change the pronouns in your love poems to him instead of her. I used to do that. Dear straight people, you make young poets make bad edits. Dear straight people, kissing my girlfriend in public without looking to see who's around is a luxury I do not fully have yet. But tonight, I am drunk in my freedom. Grab her hand on the busiest street corner in Philadelphia, zip my fingers into hers and press our lips firmly until we melt their stares into a standing ovation. Imagine that we are in a sea of smiling faces, even when we're not. And when we're not, we start shoveling, digging deep into each other's eyes. We say, hey baby, can't nothing stop this tonight. Because tonight, this world is broken, and we're the only thing that's gonna keep it together.
Yeah. Love has won.
She's got a tattoo of a snake. She's got her star sign on her phone case. I really think she could be gay. Her septum's pissed.
Yeah, that's now popular with straights.
Wait, since when? Fuck's sake!
The Venus symbols on her necklace.
That could just mean that she's a passionate feminist.
She's got a mullet, that means nothing.
Oh.
Not since Miley Cyrus made it cool again.
Get fucked, Miley Cyrus.
Are these all signs? Is she trying to make it clear exactly what she likes?
Am I reading this right? I know it's small-minded to judge on someone's looks. And just to be clear, we're definitely not doing that. But the question that has everybody
You know, that reminds me kind of the Beauty and the Beat Dodger Call video that he did like 10 years ago. It was like a Beauty and the Beast parody. And there were all the girls and they were going, look there, she go, she thinks she all that, la 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 la. Like looking at the guy, ooh, ooh. So judging the girl, they're like, ooh, 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 Bella, that bitch. And then it's like, if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home. Was you finna be in the past? That's a good one.
I'm not trying to be that girl, but oh, you're trans. I'm trying to be they them.
Yeah. No, I
Do you think this girl right here had a glow up or glow down?
I think she had a glow down.
Do you want to see what she looks like right now?
Yeah.
What?
She's actually right here. And I was right. What? Wow, what do you have to say about that?
That's kind of rude. Like, what's your type then?
My type is,
Oh, I hate these type of guys. I hate them.
Wait, what?
Okay, no, I love them.
As an asexual, I sometimes feel insecure about whether I'm really part of the LGBTQ community. So I just want to say a big thanks to the person on the street who stopped to call me an F-slur. Means a lot. Ah, inclusion by hatred. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous?
No, it's not. So sorry about that. Asexuals are definitely a part of the community. They are definitely a part of this struggle. That's society. They lump us all into one group. They do. You are part of our struggle. Period.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah. Pride Month does not mean that conservatives get to look at us and say that we have everything we need.
Words cannot explain how much I want to take this man's dick from the back and slurp it like it's my last Thanksgiving meal. Like, oh my God, I want him to turn into his Titan.
Oh. That's gonna make me sick. I hate alcohol so much. I really do. What is that, Pepto-Bismol? What are we doing? What are we doing? What's that, like creamer? Looks like you put bleach, Pepto-Bismol, and creamer into blue Curacao. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that and embarrass myself. It's interesting how they like stack on each other. I think that's really cool actually with the colors. Yeah, again with the Pepto-Bismol. You got okay, now that just looks like straight rum. Like what is that? Grenadine. Oh, I like grenadine. Ooh, this one, the one on the right is just perfect. The one on the right is really, really good. That was really good. Not an alcohol drink. Yeah. That used to be a thing for me too. Coming back from school, I would have to kind of wash it off before I went around the family because I didn't want to have those interactions with my mother or father. I would have makeup wipes on me in my car and all that just so I could wipe it off. For me, it was coming home, but not for going out because I wasn't going out a lot at that age, but...
Bro, please, I'm a boss. I'm a boss. Look. You
gotta stay there.
No, yeah, stay right there.
I've really, really learned this at age 30. Maybe somebody could just be having a bad day, and especially while working at the customer service and doing the cashier job, when people would come in, they would be so bitter, and I'd be like, oh my God, this person's gonna be an asshole, but they turned out to be really nice when they come to the counter, so that was amazing. Oh my God. And that, my dear, was reacting to LGBTQIA plus TikTok compilation because you are gorgeous. Repeat that. You are gorgeous. Okay. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. It's true.